Sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as the United States. It's May of 1961. We've been at war for 12 months, initially with France, now with Britain as well. We have a definite advantage, but between them they actually still have as much carrier tonnage as us. At this point the question is how we force them entirely to the table. Sorry, Promain. The question is how exactly we force them to the table, considering they don't have that much territory left in areas we control. Good evening. But for the moment we are invading Kwangchuan, and after that we're going to invade, I guess actually I can just do it simultaneously. My funding's too limited. We're invading Kwangchuan, and then after that we'll head for Malaysia. The Brits have pretty much moved their whole fleet into the theater now, so we're quite evenly matched, actually, in terms of numbers of ships here. They have way more destroyers than me. So there could be a pretty big fight with Britain anytime. However, France is pretty much... Where is France? Where'd their fleet go? The French fleet is back in the Mediterranean, so... not going to worry about them. I guess they're fighting Austria-Hungary, maybe. How much base capacity do I have here? More. Okay, where is the rest of my fleet? A lot of it is off the west coast worrying about Britain. Or still sitting off the east coast. Well, I'm mainly just particularly concerned about how many destroyers they've managed to get over here. Since I seem to have the capacity, I'm going to go ahead and dispatch... Well, yeah, you know what? As long as the whole British fleet is over here, I'm going to send at least a good chunk of this squadron over to Southeast Asia, just to reinforce us. Because I noticed Britain has 2 battle cruisers here, and they have a lot of destroyers, so we don't want to end up outnumbered. Do I have helipads yet? Yes, actually, surely, because the Pueblo class has a helicopter. Did I ever update all the air bases to actually use jets? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Yes, alright. Unexpected battle. And oddly enough, the Brits, according to that intelligence report, the Brits have moved most of their... What? Alright, 1, the Brits have moved most of their ships out, apparently, and 2, Austria-Hungary is supporting us? I mean, I know they're at war with us, but why is there an Austrian destroyer in Southeast Asia? It's a modern destroyer, too. This thing's 3,400 tons, and it has SSMs. Aside from that, we have the Raleigh Block 2 light cruiser USS Cedro Woolley. And there's a convoy over there, which we are going to go blow up. I like how objectives just says convoy. Oh, there's the actual objective. Okay. Alright, we got a radar contact on, that's definitely a destroyer. Excuse me? I'm gonna choose not to believe that report. The Austrians are on vacation and just got stuck out here. Makes sense. Are we being... Okay, why are my... Range is not up here. Are we being shot at? No, this is being shot at. Oh, this is my destroyer. What are you doing, buddy? And why are you reporting a CV, a B, a CA? I think he's lying. But he did just get hit by a missile. Those are transports. Well, he's not okay. Missile corvettes. Maybe. We're still significantly outside of gun range. We are in missile range, but I don't really know what to shoot. A lot of these are transports. Is that one less likely to be a transport? It's very hard for me to say. It's moving fast, so it's not a transport, no. At least I don't think so. Didn't hit it either, though. USS Walk has pretty much died. Okay, the critical question here is, are we actually dealing with, like, all of this stuff that's in these contact reports? I would think not. This one feels the most likely to be accurate to me. Even then, that's a lot of destroyers compared to what we have now, but if they've fired most of their missiles off, then that's doable. Good grief. We're not faring well in this gunnery engagement either. I think we're maybe hideously outnumbered. Yeah, I do definitely see at least like 6 escorts there. Oh, that's not good. I did not realize we'd taken a hit to our engines, but let's see if we can just massacre a couple of transports. The AI is often kind of bad at protecting them. And they've let their escort get really split up, too. Just based on all those medium gun hits we were taking, I'm thinking maybe there is at least one light cruiser in here. But it doesn't matter if they're so scattered, they're not really engaging us. Which they aren't at the moment. Would be nice to identify something one of these days. That's true. A lot of the British destroyers do have 6-inch guns, I think. Yeah, quite a few of them do. It is very weird, but whatever they are, I have a high... Apparently we took a rudder hit or something. Okay, that's a success. The good news is, whatever they are, they've run out of torpedoes. Or, I mean, out of missiles. In fact, we could try another. Well, you're out. Well. I don't know that he actually fired, but... Did he? Yes. Didn't hit anything. That's a transport, yes. That's a destroyer. We are low on ammo also. Something has a lot of guns. Sure. What is our ammo status? Quite low for some guns. We've lost the turret. Forward 3 is almost out. And we keep losing speed. Like, our top speed has just been continuously going down. So... on the bright side, they keep running away from us, but, our accuracy's not too great at the moment. Alright, you know what? It's time to break off. We have not very much ammo left. Not very much ammo left, and I have very little idea of what's actually over there still. Hopefully I at least sank a destroyer or two somewhere in there to make up for the one we lost. Kind of a messy battle there. Shame about USS Walk, which managed to die before we ever even saw her, really. Okay. Alright, we did sink a destroyer. And 16... They had 8 destroyers and a light cruiser. It's a little harsh. Well, we lost USS Walk, which was hit by 3 missiles, which pretty much obliterated her. We sank HMS Nymph, which is only a 2,000 tonner, unfortunately, but 6-inch gunfire. Sedra Woolley took a lot of 6-inch hits, pretty much exclusively from destroyers, yeah. And there was a... hilariously, there was a light cruiser, but she was one of the ones that only had 5-inch guns. Well, although our destroyer was bigger than theirs, we can get away with a win, considering we wiped out the convoy. More or less. Oh, now we have training. Well, that'll help anyway. Birmingham has engine problems. Reno has condenser trouble. No, nobody cares. Ah, and we've taken Kwangchu-wan. Sank a submarine. Sank another submarine. At Austria-Hungary managed to sink a French light cruiser and destroyer for a destroyer. So well done. And, well, 2 destroyers for a destroyer. Overall a win. Fair, yeah. Well, Land-based aircraft can be a winner there, since they at least always have to be on the map. But it would probably not be worth it for me to build huge air bases all down the coast of Vietnam. Anyway, we have taken Quang Chu Wan, which means the only British possession of any worth left here is Malaya. That's expensive to invade. Alright, let's pause a cruiser or two until that's ready. Once we take Malaya, we'll have to move into the South Pacific, I guess. There's not a whole lot of basing capacity there, though. Yeah, it would take 18 months to upgrade bases on Polynesia. That's not really something I can do during wartime. Practically. Bennington has condensed trouble. We're having a lot of breakdowns. We're not even outside our basing capacity. Ah, radar-guided SAMs. Increased hit rate and range. That is excellent. But we've lost Patrol Boat 11. Austria lost 2 destroyers, sank a corvette. That's not so great. Oh, Britain has pulled way back on what it's got here. Where'd they all go? They went home. Alright, I guess we're taking Malaya. That's true, yeah. It's nice to, aircraft are very mobile. Alright. Yeah, hopefully we can take Malaya before Britain gets back here. Cruiser action. Ah. Convoy defense. Huh. I don't know why the AI. I mean, this is honestly one of the biggest problems is the AI. Sending all its ships somewhere and then abruptly sending them right back to where they came from after like a month. Now they've hardly got, I mean, they've got 2 light carriers here. And I just reinforced my squadron too, but it's unnecessary at this point. Yeah, aircraft have a lot of convenience to them. They're going to keep declining all these battles now because they don't have enough ships to fight them. Okay, and that's peace. That was pretty fast, but to be fair, there wasn't much to fight over at this point. Although, we would have at least gotten Malaya if we had continued. Now I can't get Malaya. Well, tell you what, let's take, does France have anything we want? Senegal? Madagascar? Djibouti? We can't take New Caledonia. So I guess we take Fiji and the Solomon Islands. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take Fiji. And then the rest will be war reparations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I really don't have. And Austria-Hungary has annexed Senegal. Good for them. We should send them a diplomatic note. I don't really value the alliance at all, but, you know. Okay, monthly balance isn't too happy. So that's a victory. We've taken Tsingtao, Quang Chu Wan, and Fiji. What did you do to yourself, Promain? Alright, all of you. Back to the East Coast. Training off. That will fix a lot of our money problem. And then we're going to have to pause more construction. Still losing too much money, though. Well, we can put all the Pennsylvanias back into reserve status. That saves a chunk. Enough to get us by to next month on its own, actually. But while we're at it, I can probably put the Ticonderogas onto... I never did redo my divisions, actually, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, probably put the Ticonderogas on reserve status. Alright, now we're doing okay. Can't build very much, but it's okay. Ah, double SAM launchers. Okay, SAMs are improving quickly. To the point that our Pueblos are technically obsolete already, but we'll get by. There's only like 3 AI SAM cruisers out there anyway, so. Starjumper does still live, yeah. She's not even that old, really. I mean, because of the wars, it's been quite a few parts, but she's from 1950. I mean, she's 10 years old, but we haven't actually lost any of the carriers out of all these classes that we have in service right now. Oh, hey, wow, the budget is quite nice actually now. We can resume this Galveston. We can probably resume another Pueblo as well. So that's not too bad. It'll be better once everybody's back in home waters, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Talos XP. No, none of them have angled deck graphics. But they do all have angled decks. The Japanese have some ships with angled deck graphics. No, not those. Never mind. No, they don't. Oh, yes, they do. They do look pretty nice. They also have just a ton of ships. Actually, a lot, but they rebuilt very well after the war. Oh, good, hopefully. Yeah, no, our Yorktown class is from the early 50s, actually, so. I just haven't had a need to build more fleet carriers since our 16 currently is heaviest in the world still. France is getting close, but their average, the French carriers, a lot of them are quite strange. All these 50 aircraft carriers that they're using to make up the numbers. Okay, but at last we complete USS Pueblo herself. Improved missile submarines for improved missile submarines. Short range AAMs, better air to air firepower. Spain actually holds on to the Falkland Islands, good for them. That is our first Pueblo, right? Yep. USS Pueblo. In hindsight, I don't know if I love the way I went with her guns, but she's got SSMs and SAMs and a helicopter. Yes, well, no, how? Like, oh, I can just push this. Look at that. I guess that's just if you really want to prioritize it, or what? Speaking of which, our Charlottes desperately needed a radar upgrade, huh? Doesn't matter, they're being replaced right now. Seals, I have 23 in service right now, which I was shooting for 20. Amsterdam got a bit of an extra lease on life to fight in this war because it started right when she was about to be scrapped. And she managed to fight 2 more battles in this war after her previous 4 back, 5, 6. Geez, she had 6 battle stars already from back in the war with Britain back in the day. Picked up 3 more in this war to boot. But unfortunately, it is the end of the line for her. And also for 2 of our San Franciscos. Would have been all 3, but we lost Lost a cruiser during the war, so I have to put a couple of these on foreign station. Alright. Yeah, that leaves us with 20. The last San Francisco will be decommissioned after the final Galveston is finally completed. I know, probably would have, but the pop-up just happens randomly sometimes. Alright, so that's, we're looking alright as far as that goes. I forget, I think I was going to go up to 12 heavy cruisers, but yeah, I think I was. So I'm going to hold on and keep the Charlottes in service until I've got 12 heavy cruisers. Then we'll start decommissioning them. And after that, well, probably might be worth taking a look at the options for a really heavy new, like the Pennsylvanias are really outdated. They need to be either scrapped or replaced pretty soon. Or both, that is. That being said, there's still very, very few ships that can beat them in gun engagements, if any, but great welfare state. Struggling with the flight deck washdown system. Doesn't actually feel that complicated, guys, but alright. Did we just commission another Pueblo? Yes, 2 Pueblos, so we're up to 12. We need more destroyers too, but that's going to require a new class, I would say. Money is all of a sudden not okay again, thanks to the president's social reforms. Why? Sardinia is not even really a colony. I suppose that's true, yeah. Potes 127. Light SAM mounts. Well, that will be... Yeah, we have medium and light SAMs now, which we didn't when we designed our last ship. Honestly, it might already be worth taking a look and seeing if it's really, like, I'm going to finish the Pueblos that we have under construction, but it might be worth considering if we actually want to keep... If we want to go through with finishing that whole class or not. Because they've become surprisingly outdated in a surprisingly short period of time. That gets us through a month. We could use something to improve our budget a little, though. Well, he is above average. That's not so bad. Yeah, exactly. No, that's just how it works. It's not really. He's above average. All right, Minister, sure. Monopropellant torpedo fuel, faster torpedoes. Good. Funding is negative, not so good. Funding is still negative, really not so good. Okay. We're gonna have to put more ships in reserve then. Which I don't love doing, but some of these old Charlottes could definitely be. But why are you in Southeast Asia still? You're not even on foreign station. Right, a couple of you were having problems when I called everybody home. Man, the monthly balance is still terrible. We have to just recover it a little. Oh yeah, air bases. I forget how much those cost these days. No thanks. Nope, go right ahead. Stoke the fires of war all you like, arms manufacturers. Yeah, especially some of these that are like... Although, they're actually really not that expensive, but... still, a lot of them are pretty. Heck, actually, yeah. Really? It won't let me shift click reserve them? Just one at a time? Okay. There we go. Yeah, the air wings are more expensive than the air bases. Okay. This budget crisis is still not as bad as what we had after the end of the last war.
Thanks for watching, sailors. I hope you enjoyed. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.